the airplane. It's so rude. Please take your time. I'm not in the middle of anything. Do you see the stress on my face? Like, I never have like breakouts, but here we are. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing an updates video. Where have I been? What's been going on with me? And where everything has taken me in the last 4 months. As you may or may not know, I have taken a bit of a hiatus from YouTube. Took about 4 months off. And I genuinely needed that break mentally. And I say that because so many things were happening with me in my personal life that it was hard to dedicate time to film content for my channel. I was just honestly feeling overwhelmed with everything that was on my plate, as far as school goes, as far as me working, trying to make enough money to try to get out of this living situation that I'm in with my parents, along with my kid's father, and just a whole bunch of issues that were just facing me, and it was just so much on my shoulders that I just needed to clear my mind and take a moment to address all of these things individually and handle things accordingly. So a really big issue that I was facing was, you guessed it, baby daddy. Like, am I never not having issues with that man? Like, I don't even know. I'm just gonna blow through it because it is just such drama and negative energy that I don't want to dwell on so much. And that's the thing, like, I took these last 4 months to kind of just and just kind of let it be and let it ride out and ride the wave, girl. That's kind of what I've been doing lately with this situation with him. So first things first, he owes me $5,000 in child support. This man has not paid his full obligation of child support since like April of last year, maybe even February. I genuinely cannot tell you. I filed everything with the child support agency. They're handling all of that for me. They're documenting everything, and they're taking the proper actions that they need to get him on board as far as getting caught up with his arrears and paying what he's supposed to pay every month. Second issue with this person, he left for Japan for 2 years. Not 2 weeks, not 2 months, 2 years. And the only reason I found out that he was in fact going to Japan was through our son. So he had his last visit with our kids. Actually, Nadia didn't go because she was sick, but he had the last visit with Nathan. Nathan comes home and he tells me, oh, hey, dad said that he'll see me in 2 years. He's going to Japan. Literally, I was like, what? I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And let's backtrack a little bit. I heard a rumor that his ship was going to be moved to Japan. As you guys know, Carlo's in the Navy. So if you're in the military, or if you are a military wife or spouse, or you know anybody in the military, you know that if you're going on deployment or if you're going to be stationed somewhere else, you are given the proper amount of time to get your affairs in order so you can get ready for that move. Okay? I was a military wife for 10 years. I know the drill. I asked him a few months before he left, around summer of 2019, I heard from a fellow military wife who's still in the Navy, and I'm still great friends with her. She told me that she had heard a rumor that his ship was going to be moved to Japan. And as soon as I heard that, I messaged him. I was like, hey, what's this I'm hearing that you might be going to Japan? What's going on with that? Gives me the runaround. I don't know. That's just a rumor. We don't know. If anything, it's just a deployment. A whole bunch of hoopla from this person. So fast forward a few months, this man ends up going to Japan, says goodbye to our son. My son tells me he left. I message him, and I don't hear from him. You can see when someone reads the messages on this app that we use, and he read the message where I was like, hey, what's going on? Are you on deployment or are you in Japan? Are you stationed there? What's going on? Update me, please. Thanks. I'd like to know the arrangements I need to make for our kids. So he reads it, doesn't message me back, doesn't say anything, and then finally, I believe a few weeks later, he messages me and confirms that he in fact is in Japan, and supposedly they're there for 2 years. There's no supposedly. You know you're there for 2 years. Don't give me the, I don't know, maybe. You've been in the military for 10 years and you're a maybe. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know the drill. Like, come on. So last time I heard from this man was in December, after I was emailing him like, what's going on, and he finally messages me back and confirms that he's gone to Japan for 2 years. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a deployment. That sounds like you're stationed there. And then he wouldn't confirm that he was actually stationed in Japan. So I had to keep asking him stupid questions for him to answer and give me a direct, you know, answer. And so I was like, okay, so are you stationed in San Diego still? Are you still in California? Do you live here? And he goes, no, I'm not stationed in San Diego. Okay, so then you're stationed in Japan. Like, why can't you just tell me that directly and stop, like, dicking me around, to be honest with you? That's what he's doing. I haven't heard from that man since December. He hasn't emailed me to try to contact his kids or talk to them, which I expected anyways. I don't plan to hear from this man for the next 2 years, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised, which I genuinely don't care. And honestly, I feel like my kids are getting used to not having him around anyways, to the fact that they're just not missing him and they are going on with their life without him. Everything moves on. Everybody moves on. Whether you move on with them or not is up to you, but time will not stand still and people will not stand still for you. That is what we are doing as a family. We're moving forward with everything, and I'm not stopping for anybody, you know, and I'm not gonna make my kids stop for anybody either. And then there's just my whole living situation. It's become very claustrophobic living in this home. You know, there's 3 adults in this house. There's my mom, my dad, and me. And it's become really real snug in here. And there's a lot of back and forth banters that are going on. I'm not in the best place with my parents, in particular my father. It is an unfortunate situation, but nothing that I want to go too deep into. Not right now, but we're not on the best of terms. I've been trying to gather everything that I need to do to get ready to, you know, move out. Even though it would be ideal to stay here, pay a little bit of something and save the rest of everything, pay off the debt that I have, and just get prepared so it's more comfortable when I am ready to move out. But this man has just made it like absolutely unbearable to live here anymore, where I'm just like, my mind is just stressed all the time. Yeah, so I definitely need to start making the moves that I need to get out of this situation, because I need like a peace and quiet. I need to be able to do things the way that I want to and raise my children the way that I feel is best to raise them. And I can't do that when you have so many different ears, you know, on you, or so many different opinions on you, you know. So it's just become too much. But to lighten the mood and to kind of showcase a more positive light, you may or may not know, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen a mystery person kind of lingering around here and there on my Insta stories. And just recently I, you know, announced that I am dating somebody. I've been dating my boyfriend for almost a year now, and I will say that it has been such an amazing and peaceful experience with him. He's been absolutely amazing and helpful. He's met my kids, and my kids adore him, especially little Nadia. She like loves him, and he just fits in so perfectly with my family and my life. And as we progress more with our videos here on YouTube, of course I will be bringing him on and introducing him, and you know, when he's more comfortable, of course, you know, it's a shock, you know, like coming and having a camera in your face to people who aren't used to it. So, you know, when he's ready and he's more comfortable, then of course, like, I'll be showcasing a little bit more of our relationship and everything like that. It's been like what feels forever since I have been happy with a man that wasn't my husband. And I genuinely didn't even think that I would want to date or want to be in a relationship. That wasn't on my list of things to do. especially after dealing with that horrible divorce. You know, when you give your whole life to somebody and they just totally betray you, it does something to you. And it makes you scared to date. It makes you scared to trust any other human being. And that's what happened with me and my divorce and me and my ex. Like, it definitely kind of closed off my heart a little bit, where I was okay with totally not dating or being with anybody and just having fun here and there, but nothing more than that. And this person came into my life and changed the whole game. I'm so grateful that I have him, and I'm so grateful that my kids love him and he loves my kids. And it's one of those stories where you're like, oh, love still does exist. And that's kind of how I feel. What do I want to do with my future? What do we want to do with our future, girl? I have an idea of a long-term goal for myself, as far as like finishing my education and establishing a career for myself. But short-term goals seem more attainable, more quicker to attain, I should say. Not that my long-term goals aren't attainable, but quicker for the short-term ones. And short-term goals, I definitely want to pay off this debt. I am so close, I can taste it. And I want to save a bit of money, and I want to get out and have a place for my kids. It's expensive living here in California. I already know it's gonna be hard to try to get like a nice 3-bedroom or home or anything like that, but baby steps. My first goal right now is to just focus on, you know, my finances, getting them in order so I can get ready to get a place for me and the kids. My plans for YouTube is to continue to progress and create content here. I never wanted to quit YouTube. I never felt like I didn't still love it. I just generally needed to clear my mind and get everything in order, because I felt like I couldn't come on here and be, you know, as positive as I want to. I want to promote, as you know, positivity and, you know, inspire and motivate everybody on my channel to just be happy and to live your life and to have a plan, have a goal, and reach your dreams. And we can do it, you know what I mean? And that's what I want to show and promote here on my channel, and that's what I want everybody to feel. And I genuinely wasn't feeling that way, and I needed that moment to get it together. And I think that's normal. I feel like that's healthy also, to kind of take some time for yourself. If, you know, you feel like I feel, or how I felt, where everything was just kind of closing in on you, and you need to take a moment to sit down and just write everything out, make a plan for yourself, and even distance yourself from whatever. Do it. And you can come back stronger and ready to tackle the things that are ahead of you. That's what I needed to do. That's what I did. And now I feel rejuvenated and energized and ready to take these next steps that I need to. So thank you guys so much for still supporting me and staying by my side, even though I was gone for 4 months. And thank you for always supporting my channel. I hope that I answered a few things here for you guys with this updates video, and I hope that you will continue to enjoy the content that I'm going to be creating for you and that I have created for you. And I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in my next one, baby. Bye, guys.